Hi, thanks for having me. We are going to work on a few things that I think are really important for Jiu-Jitsu. So we're going to work on posture muscles, obviously core, and then also hips, because there's so much inner thigh work in Jiu-Jitsu. So I like to really focus on outer glutes and hips, okay? All right, so we're going to start seated. We'll start seated. I'm going to go sideways so you can kind of see me move a little bit better. So just sit up nice and tall. You're going to be heavy on your sits bones. And let's take the arms straight out in front of us. We're going to pull the shoulders away from the ears and retract the back a little bit. Your feet can just be about hips width apart, knees in alignment. So hips, knees, ankles, all in alignment. Arms out in front of you, shoulders down and back. You're going to inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, we're going to tuck the tailbone under. So I'm rounding the low back. And you're going to try to just nice and slowly roll all the way down until your head, neck, and shoulders are flat on the ground. So we're going to go through just a few minutes of what I call grounding. I'm going to actually sit up so I can cue you through this, but you're going to stay on your back. So let me have, Chris, can you go sideways for me? Perfect. Okay, so we're on the ground. You're going to inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth as we just kind of work through some different body parts. So start by pressing the feet into the ground. So you feel the leg muscles activate, and you're going to press your arms into the mat. So you should feel your triceps. You're pressing the palms into the mat. Pull the shoulders into the mat and away from the ears. So your knees and ankles are in alignment with your hips. So your body's in this nice lineup. You're focusing on your breath. So inhaling through the mouth. Exhaling, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Sorry about that. As you exhale, I want you to really try to feel your abdominal muscles contract. So as you inhale, you should feel your back pressing into the mat, your upper back pressing into the mat. As you exhale, try to contract the lower abdominal muscles. Okay, we'll just do a few more breaths. So we're just activating the body and connecting with the breath. You should feel your upper back muscles engaged, right? Because you're pulling your shoulders away from the ears and into the mat. So just a couple more breaths, inhaling through the nose. Exhaling, you should feel the ribs kind of closing and the abdominal muscles contract. So we're going to add on just a little bit to this with what we call pelvic locking. So we're going to move the pelvis a little bit. As you inhale, you're going to rock your pelvis forward, meaning you're going to have space under your low back. As you exhale, you'll rock the tailbone, curling the tailbone under, pressing the low back into the mat. So I'm going to hop here and show you as well. We're inhaling. I'm going to exaggerate it a little bit. So I'm inhaling, rocking my tailbone. I have all this space under the low back. Exhaling, curling the tailbone under, pressing the low back into the mat, contracting the abs. And still pulling the shoulders down and back, pressing the feet firmly into the mat. So we inhale, rock the tailbone forward. Exhale, press the low back into the mat, contract the abs. Let's do this about 3 more times. I want you to think about using that exhale to rock the tailbone under, pressing the low back into the mat. You're using your abs to move your pelvis. Good, and last time. Got some little cuties in here. And then we'll go ahead and just leave the pelvis in a neutral position. So somewhere kind of halfway in between those 2 points. And then we're going to take the arms up toward the sky. So fingertips reaching up to the sky, pulling the shoulders down and back into the mat. The ribs should be in a fairly kind of more of a closed position. So you're not arching your back. We're gonna inhale, take the arms about halfway back to the ground, and exhale, bring them right back to where they were. See if when you take your arms back, you can try not to arch the spine. Okay, so you're gonna maintain your posture as the arms are just connecting that breath. And we'll add on in just a minute. So just 2 more reps. We'll inhale back. And exhale, take the arms back to where they were. And last time. Okay, let's all take the arms back as we inhale. This time, as you exhale, we're gonna lift the head, neck, and shoulders, pressing the low back into the mat. We're gonna inhale right back down. So inhale and exhale. Contracting the abs, head, neck, and shoulders come up. So I'm not up too high. I want to think of pressing the low back into the mat. Still pressing the feet into the mat. Still pulling the shoulders down and away from the ears. And let's do that one more time. We're going to stay up in that crunch position this time. So everyone stay on up. We're going to take one leg at a time up. We're going to straighten the left leg and switch and switch. Okay, we're gonna pick up the pace just a little bit, so it's gonna look like this. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. If you are fatiguing at all up here, go ahead and take your head down. Try to keep moving the legs. Come back into it. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth, extending the leg, nice and straight, trying to stabilize those hips. Good. Yep, head down when you need to and just come back into it. We're almost there. One more breath cycle. So inhale, inhale, and exhale, exhale. Good. Hug the knees to the chest. Let's go ahead and take those legs right back to where they were. Arms shoot up toward the sky. We're going to come back into that head lift. So inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth as you come up into your head lift position. We're going to straighten the legs. Drop the right leg down. So it's very similar to last time, but now we've got straight legs. So hamstring pull. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale, exhale. Same thing, drop the head, neck, and shoulders when you need to on the mat. Try to keep the leg as straight as you can. And you're either flexing or pointing. I'm usually pointing, but either way, you just want to keep those feet nice and engaged. Trying to keep the knees straight. You're almost there. Inhale, inhale, and exhale. Exhale, hug the knees to the chest, head down. We're going to shoot the legs out straight. We will flex the feet this time. Right leg up to the sky, nice and straight. I want you to think of really pushing this left heel into the ground to help anchor you, and we're going to go into single leg hip circles. So I'm going to inhale the right leg down, straight down through my midline. Exhale to circle it around. Inhale down, exhale, circle around. I'm going to give you a little different view so you can see my range of motion. As the right leg circles around, I want you to try your best to keep your left hip on the mat, okay? So maybe your circle is smaller. Inhale and exhale. We're going to do 3 more. Okay, so pressing the low back into the mat, keeping that left hip into the mat as well. Okay, let's reverse direction before we switch sides. So we'll inhale to circle around, exhale up the center. Inhale and exhale. And 2. And 3. We're going to do 8 of these. 4 more. Put the left heel into the mat to help ground that hip down. And let's go ahead and switch sides. Okay, so flexing the feet, press the right heel into the mat. Take the left leg straight up. We're going to inhale down through the center, exhale around to the side. All right, so keep going with the circles. Just kind of check in with your shoulder placement. So shoulders pulling into the mat and away from the ears. Focusing on your breath. In an ideal world, your lower abdominals are what's controlling your leg circles and not so much of your hip flexors right here. So really try to connect with the lower abdominals. We're going to switch directions now. You ready? Come on, team. Inhale to circle around. Exhale up the center. And 2. And 3. Okay, 4 more. Pressing the arms into the mat. And last 2. Good. We're going to bridge next. Good idea. Okay. All right. That's what your body wanted to do? Okay. So let's go ahead and inhale. We'll rock the tailbone forward. This time as we exhale, we're going to curl the tailbone under and then heel up into a bridge position. We're going to stay up here. And then we're going to take the right leg into tabletop. Now let's straighten it. Okay, we're going to inhale and exhale. So we're in single leg bridge. Inhaling to drop the leg, exhale to lift. Your range of motion might be very small. That's fine. Just try to really press that left foot into the mat. Use your breath. Press through the arms and the shoulder blades. And last one. Good. Bend the knee. We're going to switch sides. Squeeze the glutes. Press the right foot into the mat. Take the straight leg. Exhale up. Inhale down. Good. Squeezing the right glute. Abs nice and tight. Last 2. And let's go ahead and bring that left foot down. Hold your bridge. We're just going to lower and lift 8 times. So we'll go about half down. Exhale. Squeeze the glutes. And 2. 3. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Your legs should be about hips width apart. Okay, we're almost there. Just last 2. Exhale, squeeze, and last 1. Let's hold at the top. Inhale through the nose. As we exhale, we're going to slowly articulate down. So just one at a time, nice and slow. Roll through the spine. Once the tailbone hits, we're gonna actually just take the legs out straight and go on our side. So let's go onto the side. You can either be lying on the arm or propped up like so. Instead of being in a straight line, we're gonna take the feet just slightly forward, so I'm in kind of more of a hook position. You also could bend the bottom knee. That would just be a little bit easier, give you a little bit more stability. So either straight legs hooked or bent bottom leg. Okay, let's take a straight leg. We're gonna lower and lift 8 times. Your heel will be slightly behind the hips. I want you to focus on your glutes. So from this side view, instead of having my leg straight in alignment with my hip, it's slightly behind. Lowering and lifting, totally focusing on that glute. And we're gonna keep this leg straight. Take it to the front. Exhale, pull the heel behind you. So inhale to the front, exhale to pull back. Keep the abs nice and tight. I'm gonna stay in this side view just so you see my range of motion. My foot is about maybe 2 feet off the ground. Hip height. Good, nice and fluid, abs tight. Let's do 2 more. And last one, I'm gonna keep the heel behind and go into leg circles. So we'll do 8 circles in each direction. Uh-oh. If you need to take a little break.
Nope. No problem. Good.
All right.
8
Okay, we gotta read 8, 7. Abs tight, don't forget that part. You're almost there. 3, 2, and 1. No. Now we're gonna bend the knees. Okay, so I have knees in alignment with my hips, and my ankles in alignment with the knees. We're gonna go ahead and take that top leg up. Okay, we're gonna tap the knees together, the heels together. Knees, heels. 3, inhale, exhale. Inhale, knees, exhale. So we're internally rotating the leg, externally rotating. We're gonna do a total of 10. So we have 4, 3. Squeeze those abs. Last one. All right. And then we're gonna repeat that sequence on the other side. All right, let's do it. All right, so remember, we're in a sideline position. We're either gonna take the feet slightly in front, which would be a little bit more challenging, right, to balance, or the bottom leg can be bent knee. Okay, so our top leg is hip height, straight foot flex. We're gonna go ahead and lift and lower the leg 8 times. So remember, I have the heel slightly behind my hips. So I'm really focusing on the outer thigh muscles and the glute. And of course, abs, always abs with Pilates. Everybody okay?
Not Kaya.
Not Kaya.
Good. That's good.
If that's bothering your head or neck, go ahead and lie it down with your arms straight. And last one. So leg is hip height. We're going to shoot the leg forward as we inhale, exhale, draw the heel behind. Inhale and exhale. So think of that leg being on a table or a surface. So it's just gliding back and forth. You can use this arm in front to anchor you to help you balance a little bit better. Flexing the foot, dragging the heel behind you, using that glute to pull the heel back. Just 2 more, and then we'll finish with our leg circles before we go into bent knees. Okay, so we'll keep the heel behind the hips. Circles. Inhaling and exhaling around. Okay, 4 more.
Whoa.
If you smile, it always makes it a lot easier too.
Oh, yeah, that's a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, let's reverse for 8.
That's
Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Okay, just 3 more.
what?
2. Well, I don't know what you guys are doing, but I'm counting. Okay. Is he making everyone laugh? All right, so we have bent knees. We're going to go into that blade drill. All right, you ready? Let's take the top leg up. From here, we're going to inhale to tap the knees together. Exhale, heels. Inhale, exhale. So we're doing that 10 times. Inhale, exhale, that's 4. Pulling the belly button in toward the back. Abs always engaged. You might find that it's a lot harder to do this on one side than the other. It might be a little tighter. That's totally normal. And we're all done with that. We're going to roll onto our belly and work on some upper back muscles. Posture. So in Jiu-Jitsu, right, you're always rounded forward. So we're going to work on those upper back muscles. So you're on your stomach. I'm going to go into a side view again. All right. So first of all, press those hip bones into the mat. So you should be heavy on your pubic bone. Arms are bent, the elbows slightly in front of the shoulders, okay? We're gonna start by pulling the shoulders back and down. So away from the ears, pulling back and down. Now I want you to pull your belly button in toward your spine. So you can see if I'm not focusing on that at all, my low back is arched and this doesn't really feel very good. As soon as I pull the belly button up toward the back, I lengthen the low back. That feels much better. I still have pressure on my pubic bone though, okay? So we're not lifting up. Abs pulled up and in. We're gonna hold that position. So shoulders pulled down and back. Abs pulled up and in. We're gonna breathe. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Okay, so we're gonna do a breath cycle 8 times. Holding these isometric contractions. So you're pressing your hips toward the ground. You're pulling your belly button up and toward your low back. Pulling the shoulders back and down. Try to hold on to all of those pieces as you just breathe. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Let's just do a few more nice deep breaths. So this would be a great exercise to do after Jiu-Jitsu, just to kind of set your posture into a better position. Good, shoulders back, abs nice and tight, pulling the belly button up and toward the spine. And one more, nice deep breath, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. So let's just add on to this a little bit. We're going to take the body down. We'll take the hands back. So thumbs kind of lined up with your chest. Elbows pulled in. I'm going to inhale, take the head, neck, and shoulders, chest lifted. So not here. Okay, let's say just about halfway up. Abs pulled in the whole time. So we inhale to come up into extension. Exhale back down. Be sure not to crank the head back. So you're not looking up at the sky. You want to keep your neck in alignment with your upper back. Keeping those elbows pulled in. You should feel your triceps. Good job. You're pulling the belly button up toward the spine the whole time. So up and in. Let's just do that 2 more times. Now we're gonna finish with another awesome posture-based exercise. So let's go ahead and roll on over. We're gonna go into a single leg teaser. All right, so. We've got our feet hips width apart. Let's go ahead and take this right leg straight. Okay, so my right leg's like at a 45-degree angle, nice and straight. We'll take the arms up. We're gonna inhale through the nose, so we'll inhale to prepare. Exhale, bringing the head, neck, and shoulders. If you can, sit up nice and tall, so I'm lifting the chest. Inhale. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under. You're rolling down one vertebra at a time, right back to your beginning position. If this is too challenging, take that leg down. You can even use your hands to walk up the back of your thighs. But I want you to end with a nice big chest. Good posture at the top, okay? Perfect, that looks really nice. Very good. So you're either single leg, inhale, exhaling up. We're gonna inhale to lift the chest, exhale to roll down. And again, exhale. Use those abs to lift you up, sitting nice and tall at the top, and exhaling back down. You can bend the knee a little bit if you need to, otherwise it's nice and straight. Lifting nice and tall, tuck the tailbone and roll back down. And let's just do one more. And back down. Let's switch sides. So right foot into the mat. So you either have both feet down or this leg is nice and straight. So left leg straight. Inhale to prepare. Exhale to roll up. Inhale to lift the chest. Exhale to roll back down. Remember, you're always tucking the tailbone under to roll through the low back. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Big chest at the top. And tuck the tailbone under to roll back down. Remember, if that leg is not straight, I've got it down. I can either just press the feet and roll on up, or if needed, you're walking the hands up the back of the legs, right? Just like this. And still sitting up nice and tall as you inhale. Exhaling back down. I think we have 2 more. Nope. Lift. Yes.
Sure, 2 more.
See? You knew it.
Got about 300 more.
When in doubt, you always say 2 more. And back down. All right, both legs out straight. We are gonna roll on up. So let's take our arms back on the inhale. We're gonna exhale. Come all the way up. Inhale to reach over the feet. Exhale, roll back down. So go ahead and keep the feet flexed. This is called a roll up. So we inhale, we exhale to come on up. Keeping the spine rounded, we inhale to reach over the toes. And then we keep the spine rounded and exhale back down. We'll just do that 2 more times. You should feel a good stretch in the back of the legs. Lower abdominals working really hard, right? So we're reaching. What did you say?
2, let's just do 1.
It's a tough crowd over here, ladies. And exhale back up. And inhale to reach. You're pulling your belly button up toward the spine. This time, let's go ahead and stack up the spine nice and tall. And arms by the side. And I think that's about all the time that I have for today. I'm super excited that you all joined me. If you loved this little taste of Pilates, please check the link in our bio, Pilates for Porrada, and you can join our group. We have a free app with lots of awesome Pilates workouts on there. Everybody say bye.